Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 15th to the 30th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. All right. So let's see here. We are crowned with the 10 of swords. Oh, I love this picture. Love all the hairpins going into her head. This real sense with the 10 of swords is like everybody's opinions coming at you, everything coming at you in the Rider-Waite Smith deck. It is a person laying prostrate on the ground, right flat on the ground with 10 swords stabbed into them. And it's overkill. Yes, 10 hairpins in her hair to keep it up that high, or just 10 ideas coming at her all at once, or however you want to interpret this. It's overkill. And so we can be taking something a little bit too far or a little bit too seriously, but we're also going to see ourselves rising out of being overwhelmed and feeling helpless in certain situations with certain ideas. So do be aware of that. It then moves us to the Two of Pentacles reverse. So we're going to have a bit of difficulty balancing everything, and we have to cut ourselves some slack. Are we going to want to? No, we're not. We're going to be like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to get this going, you have to get that going. This is not a time where multitasking is something we're going to do really, really well. If we have a lot of things to do, then we have to say this amount of time for this project, this amount of time for that project, this amount of time for this amount of time for that, and be really super strict with ourselves. That's going to be very important. It moves us then to the Ace of Cups reverse. So because we are feeling so much and because we're having to balance so much and we feel overwhelmed, the Ace of Cups is our emotions coming at us as well. God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe is handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. And it's kind of like, I don't want to take this right now, which makes us, which may sound contradictory because it's like, well, who wouldn't want a cup of healing and a cup of love? Right? But it comes with really intense emotions. It can come with tears. It can, it can come with an opening up of our heart, which is something that we can feel like, oh, can I do this? Can I open my heart this way? Do I know what it is that I really love or what it is that I really want? So we're kind of pausing this right now. We're giving it a time out. And yet we can feel frustrated because we can really feel like, oh, this love is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be moving me forward, in the direction that I want. We then have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. The Queen of Pentacles, if we have Earth sign energy in our chart, if we have Earth sign energy in our life, comes through very powerfully here and very positively. The Queen of Pentacles also for us, Scorpio, our sister sign, is Taurus energy. So being aware of that energy of Taurus is going to play very nicely within ourselves. And the Taurus time frame ends on May 20th. So being aware of this here with the Queen of Pentacles is going to be very important. There is also a sense of nurturing our prosperity, nurturing our bounty, nurturing what we love, nurturing what's important to us, seeing the seeds that we're planting and the power that they have, even if others don't see it with us. With the Knight of Wands, be mindful, we can be hot-headed ourselves, but there is also hot-headed energy here that can, really want to kind of take over and say, well, just go this way, just do it like this, just do it like that. Very kind of, I always see the knights when they're reversed as just very consequences be damned type of thing. Live in the moment, only moments matter. And yeah, you need to embrace moments, but you also need to think of the long term of things. And knights reverse don't really care. So just being mindful about this. Whenever the wands are reversed, our tempers can be flying. We can be feeling rather aggressive. In certain situations, we can be feeling rather upset, rather angry. So just being aware of that. We then have the Six of Cups, which is, connecting us with childhood, connecting us with our dreams, connecting us with what we love, with what inspired us, how we want to move forward within what we desire. There's going to be a strong link to the past during this time. So being aware of that. Justice reversed. Not everything is fair, right? This is also Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. Here, we are going to see that some things just aren't fair. There's not a rhyme or reason to them. We can't make sense of it. Sometimes you look at the world, you look at the news, you look at things, and you think, where's the justice to it all? Like, where's the fairness to it? And here with justice, it's like, okay, understanding that some things are going to be out of balance, and some things within ourselves are just out of balance right now. And we can kind of say, oh well, I want it all to be in balance, but we start with the Two of Pentacles. Something is just out of balance. Some things just aren't, going as smoothly as we want them to. So being aware of that, knowing that we need to kind of step back, be a little kinder with ourselves, a little bit more gentle with ourselves, a little bit more understanding, knowing that we are planting really good seeds during this time. We are ambitious, we are determined, we are looking at the prosperity of things and really showing up for ourselves. That is empowering, and that is powerful. Oh, I also like here the rabbits, in the background, and well, in the side. And those rabbits are a symbol of goddess energy, which I don't know how I feel about the goddess being represented by rabbits. Like, that seems, you know, yeah, that seems a little frustrating, but there's just that energy of prosperity and abundance and luck and power that moves us forward, and that sense of connecting with the earth, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with goddess energy, sacred feminine energy, however you see it, however you say it, that energy is moving us forward. So that's a very big deal, and that's a very big thing. Now let's see what our spirit energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. So here we have inspire. This is going to be a time frame that we are very inspired by, that we need to move forward and embrace our own inspiration, our own way of looking at things, inquire, look deeper, just letting I'm seeing being inspired by colors is being very important, letting ourselves walk in nature, being inspired by the world around us, the colors of things, but also like the colors of emotions, the auras of things as well. That's going to be very inspiring to us, even if it's something at times we don't really understand. We don't really understand, okay, why can I see this? Or, why am I feeling it this way? Or, what's going on here? Moving forward in the inspiration, moving forward in the creativity of things is going to be important. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is angels and masters. This is our soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. Our angels and our spirit guides are wrapping us in their wings. They are protecting us and loving us and guiding us and really leading us forward in a way that is in alignment with our, chi energy, our life energy, our purpose here on this earthly plane. That's inspiring for us. And that's a really beautiful thing. And that's a really big thing for us. So just knowing that we're deeply connected with our angels, we're deeply connected with our spirit guides, that we're blessed during this time, and seeing ourselves as blessed, but also seeing it as, okay, if I'm spiritually walking forward, in this energy and in this power, that can mean that I'm a little bit out of balance with this earthly plane, or it makes me a little bit out of balance with this earthly plane, because so much of this earthly plane isn't in balance. Like the people, everything that's going on isn't in balance with spirit, isn't in balance with the spiritual world. And that can be something that's a little bit difficult for us right now. We can be very overwhelmed by it. So do be aware of that. Let's see here. And I do apologize if I sound stuffed. I have a bit of allergies. So let's see here. Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the Page of Cups, emotional manipulation. This is also us. We have that, kind of reverse page energy going on right now. We want action. We want things moving forward. We want action for the sake of action. So just be mindful about that. It's kind of like, as long as I'm moving, it's better than being inactive, or it's better than not moving. And sometimes that's not the case at all. Sometimes we need to step back. Sometimes we don't need to progress forward on something. We need to step back and give ourselves time to breathe, and give ourselves time to see ourselves and understand ourselves and find ourselves. So that is going to be important. We're going to think, okay, just charge full throttle ahead. I always see pages, not pages. This is princes here, right? It's knights when they're reversed. I always see them as teenagers, where it's just kind of like, it's just a bit reckless. It's a bit like, just charge forward, just get these done. And, oh, I have all the answers. I can totally see it. And not knowing the complexity of things. And sometimes that's good, that ignorance serves people well, right? So it's like, I can get this done. I know I can. And they do it. And that's awesome. But here it's more, it's more something to be mindful of. It's something to be a little bit wary of. So do be aware of it during this time. With the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is my minor arcana death card. You are represented by the death card in the major arcana. And I know that sounds creepy, and it might not be something that we as Scorpios are like, oh yay, this is awesome. But it is something that is actually very beautiful. It's one of the most positive cards in the whole entire tarot. It's the great equalizer, right? But it is also the sense of transformation, of truth, of rebirth, of understanding. And with the 10 of Swords coming forward, we're going to see that we're rising out of what had kept us trapped, what has kept us small, what has kept us quiet for so long. And as we do so with the 2 of Pentacles, we're starting to find our balance. We're starting to say, well, this doesn't have me in balance. This isn't right for me. This is where I need to spend more time. This is what I need to look at. And that's going to be very freeing. It's going to be very liberating. We're also taking a lot of the hurts and pains that we have been through and things that we have thought like, oh, that like ruined me, or that tried to ruin me, or, I didn't handle that as well. We could be beating ourselves up over things. And now we're using it in our arsenal for how very strong we are, how very powerful we are. With the Ace of Cups, there is such a healing energy that's coming forward. Yes, we have it on pause, and it's a healing energy that's just for us. With the Ace of Cups, it is a connection with God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. And we could be taking this, and looking at our sensitivity, looking at our way of connecting with the world, empathically, emotionally, psychically, again, sensitive. Like we could be highly sensitive people and say, oh my gosh, this is so bad. And shutting off a part of ourselves, which I think is something that highly sensitive people or people with sixth senses do, because it's not seen as normal. People can mock it, people can laugh at it, or you can always feel like you kind of stand out, right? When you just want to blend in, or you just want to be part of the group, part of what everybody else is. And so here with the Ace of Cups reverse, it's being able to see our blessing and take our blessing. And that's going to be one of the challenges during this time. And once we start to see our blessings, once we start to see ourselves, our emotional selves, and say, but this is me, and it's part of my greatest strength, and it's going to be something that you were either bullied over, made fun over, mocked about, something that made you feel like you stood out, that's going to be something here where we really start to embrace our emotions, where it's like, but this is powerful and this is beautiful for me. The Queen of Pentacles can also be somebody in our life, a very grounding, very calm. I see the Queen of Pentacles as such a calm, grounding, powerful energy that says, okay, it's going to take time. And so here we're in this rush state, right? With the Knight of Cups, with the Knight of Wands reverse. It's like this rush state of, oh, I need this, I need that, I need that. We're a little bit hot-headed right now. And the Queen of Pentacles is like, hey, slow it down and plant it. Slow it down and look at, okay, what are you trying to do? How are you trying to do it? What energy are you bringing to it? What are you trying to put forward? And that's going to be very important for us to see this, to understand this, to look at ourselves. Is it going to be something that we respect right away? No, probably not. We're going to look at this and be like, nonsense. I just need to keep on hustling, just need to keep on pushing. But there's going to be something here with stepping back and taking it slow, stepping back and seeing ourselves, stepping back and understanding our blessings and our gifts. With the Knight of Wands, again, hot-headedness. Be mindful of this from ourselves, from others, people using bullying tactics to get us to do what they want us to do, losing our voice, losing our insight. Go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning. And we could see this highlighted, bullying tactics highlighted in relationships that we saw when we were growing up, and, relationships that we may even have been in. But it's going back to what we had dreamed of, when dreams were endless, where we could be anything, when we were little and we could say, you know what, with all seriousness, you know what, I want to grow up and I want to be an octopus. With just like absolutely no doubt. It's so cool. They have all those tentacles and they swim the sea and they, have ink. I want to be an octopus, type of thing. So here it's remembering our dreams. It's remembering, those beautiful, joyous moments that made us smile, those times that were beautiful, that aligned, with the universe and were just beautiful, powerful things. Justice. Not everything is fair, and sometimes we would think like what we're going through in life, we don't need to be reminded of that. But we do need to be reminded that we're not alone, because it can feel like, wow, I just get one blow after another after another. It's not fair. And it's always happening to me. And it's looking at things and it's saying, okay, it's not fair. but I am a powerhouse, right? You are out of balance in one way or another during this time. The Two of Pentacles, now we can see this financially or what we value as much as money. So do be aware of that. With Justice, we can just also be out of balance with ourselves, because we're not fully embracing our hearts. We're not fully embracing our hearts, yet we are embracing our prosperity. So it's seeing the alignment, the balance, the insight of these two energies coming together, which is going to be very important. We can think that the emotional and the abundant don't go together, and that is just not the case at all. So do be aware of this. But with Justice reversed, we're going to have a setback. We've had a setback. We've had something where we constantly look at it and we say, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not just. It's not right. And that's all true. But this is going to be a time where we see our dreams again. We see ourselves again. And it's like, oh, but look how far I've come. It doesn't always have to be fair. It doesn't always have to align. But look at me. Look at me moving forward. Look at me and look at how I've transformed and become and stepped into my power. Our subconscious spirit message is gratitude reverse. It can be hard to be thankful, especially when we're going through times in our lives. I always call them the sepia times, right? Where we don't realize it, but the world is just a little bit gray. Like the color is washed out. It's just overwhelming. And I call those our sepia times. And here, with gratitude reversed, it's hard to say thank you. It's hard to say, oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. And we can say, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy, and we can mean it. But there's something missing in our soul. And there's something missing within us. And so when gratitude is reversed, it's being thankful for being alive. It's being thankful for being here. As, trite as that might sound, or as, as like, oh, what does it mean? What's the bigger purpose? But just embracing this moment, embracing who we are. Gratitude is reversed, and Spirit is saying, how do you yourself live in gratitude? It's going to be different for everyone. I know people say, journal, do this, do that. They're like one big old fix it for everybody. And some of those things work for people and some of those things don't. It is finding our path to step into our energy, to step into our hearts, to see our love, to see ourselves, and embrace our gratitude, to find the things to be thankful about, to find the things that empower, and that's going to start leading us back into balance. It moves us then to the heart chakra reversed. We have a blockage in our heart chakra. This is around forgiveness. So we're going to have to let something go. We can be very harsh on ourselves, for everything that hasn't gone exactly the way that we had dreamt it would or thought it would. Forgiveness, yes, it's good to forgive others. People always say forgive others, but it's more about forgiving ourselves. It is more about forgiving ourselves for being in this situation, for, feeling like we dropped the ball, feeling like we were taken advantage of. I say feeling, and I don't mean to dismiss what we are feeling and say, oh, it's just a feeling, but it's like, it's staying in that emotion of it. It's staying trapped there. And it's like, I felt taken advantage of. And we could have been taken advantage of. Everything we felt could very well be very, 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 very real, but it trapped us. It trapped us. And now when we truly forgive ourselves, when we truly say, I release, all of a sudden the past that could have been like a spider's web trapping us and snaring us, keeping us from flying, keeping us from soaring towards our dreams and our desires, all of a sudden we're freed from it. And all of a sudden we get to be us. We get to embrace us. And then we go back to the Six of Cups, which is like that beautiful child, innocent, prosperity, bounty, brilliance that is astounding. It moves us then to be mindful of the Two of Cups. There's going to be somebody who you click with really fast or comes on really, really strong during this time. And they're going to trigger something in you past life-wise, or their trauma is going to call to your trauma. However it works out, be mindful about this. They come on too heavy, they come on too strong, too fast, and it sounds too good to be true. So just be mindful about this. It is. So just be aware of this with the Two of Cups. Our subconscious tarot message is a Ten of Wands reversed. And I like that. The burden that we are carrying, the weight that we are carrying that's keeping us from seeing the beautiful sky. It could be, beautiful things, all those flowers that the fairy is carrying on her back. It's keeping her from seeing the sky, but it's also keeping her from flying. And they're all beautiful. They're all so extraordinary. What are we weighed down with that is keeping us from truly embracing our passion, our fire, our beauty, our being? So here with the 10 of Wands, just being aware of that is going to be super important, that we can have dreams of falling, right? Of falling into ourselves, of falling, of releasing. That's going to be powerful and that's going to be important. With the 10 of Wands, we are releasing. And with the 10 of Wands reverse, we can want to hold on. It's like, oh, I need to hold on to this. But we are going to find inevitably during this time, we're releasing and we're setting ourselves free. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. Oh, and I know this said 15th, but it'll be the 16th to the 31st. Okay. All right. And don't forget that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.